Yo guys, Ollie Tatty, and today we are back with another episode of... Nope, that's the wrong one. Of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. This is episode 3. We've found the cat, but there's been a murder, and so this man, Raymond, he's bogged off. Like, he's not having it. So we have to go and find him. Oh. Look, Professor, there's a puzzle hidden here. Of course there is. A worm's dream. I don't like these ones. That goes in the bottom corner. I don't want to do this one. I hate these ones. Start by moving the piece in the upper left corner out of its starting location. I'm not doing this one. I'm not doing that one. I cannot be bothered. I genuinely just cannot be bothered. I couldn't look up a solution, but I don't see. This old pag again. Oh dear, your fortune for this month looks abysmal. I recommend solving my puzzle if you want to avoid this terrible, potentially gory fate. Okay. Right, it's this one. It's the second part of this one. It's this one because I looked up the solution last time. I don't understand why. Let me get paint back up. Right. The house. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. There's the house. The glasses. Bang. 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 Pretty much. The bow, okay. There's the bow. Okay, the top hat. I've done them all. It says you can, however, cross lines. That's what I've done. Oh, without retracing any lines. Why didn't it say that in the last one? It's the top hat then. That's annoying. You can pause and read that, but basically it's where there's... It's like where there's three intersections. You can't do that. I'm sorry to say it, there's nothing you can do to change the fate, you just have to tough it out. Why did we do the puzzle then? What are you, and you're a new character? What's this? Yes, it's just as I suspected. I can tell from hearsay. You have something you want to ask me, no? Don't even try to hide it there. It's in your eyes. Asking you after to solve a puzzle for me. Island hopping. Use an overhead view of a cluster of tropical islands. As you travel from start to goal, your objective is to visit every island at exactly one time. The island folks say this can be accomplished with the addition of a single straight bridge. The only other rule is that a bridge can't cross over any pre-existing bridges. So, where should your bridge go? No, what? It's there, is it not? Because, right, follow my mouse from the start. Down, up, right, right, down, left, down, 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 right, up, over there. That's right, is it not? Yeah, that was really easy. No, there's multiple ways to do it. Just as I suspected, a fellow detective, your skills at puzzle solving are formidable, sir. Dare I say that they approach my own? It's the eyes, I say, and they never lie, and when they do, I know. If we go left or right, I'm gonna go left. Hello. Lend me an ear, would you? I'd like your expert opinion on this puzzle. It won't but take a minute. It's another one of these. Right. Father and son chatting when the son poses this question. Dad, I'm 22 now, but just how old are you? The father replies, do you want to know how old your old man is? Well, I tell you what, I'm as old as your age, plus half of my age. So y equals 22 plus y over 2. So, times everything by 2. 2y equals 44 plus y. Y equals 44. That doesn't make sense though. Because if that was the case, I'm as old as your age, 22 plus half of my age. Oh no, wait, that does make sense. It's algebra, man. Come on. There you go. I'm sick of this. I guess I was on the right track all along. Thanks for your help, boys. Sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll let you get back to what you were doing. Good day. Oh, hello. Let me tell you, lately St. Mystiara has become a dangerous place. Case in point, I haven't seen Raymond since yesterday. Is that rascal missing or something? I don't know why people are disappearing, but recently they just vanished. Proof you can't walk the streets alone. Really? Could you please elaborate a bit more on what you know of these mysterious disappearances? Nope, can't say I know the particulars on the subject. Seems to me that the only folks vanishing were the ones complaining of feeling sick or tired. Oh shucks, I don't really remember much about it. You probably have better luck talking with Zapone about stuff like this. I already talked to Zapone. I hear he's in the know about pretty much everything. Zapone, you say, when we find this person? Ruzo Waza? You mean you didn't bump into him on the way here? He's the slouchy guy with the fancy little moustache. You'll know him when you see him. Well, we're sure it's hard to catch a lead on this case. The day is far from over, Luke. Let's see what else we can find by a skim around. Can't go that way, so go back this way then. Here's Gerard. Oh, well, all there. Say something. I'm seeing a big coin around here. That's a terrible Scouse accent. Yeah, of course. I could have sworn that I dropped a lovely one somewhere nearby. So I always seem to be losing things nowadays, and replacing them gets mighty expensive. I've become quite a penny pincher. Don't you suppose you'd mind advising me on a tiny money matter? Would you? I remember hating this one. Rope and coins are arranged as shown below. As you pull the ends of the rope out to the left and right, the rope will draw taut and push the coins to either side. Assuming you only get to keep the coins that end up on the top half of the rope, how many coins will you have? Okay. How many coins are there in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 32 coins altogether. Right. You'll end up on the bottom. So it's not you. You'll end up on the bottom. You'll end up on the top. You'll be on the bottom. Bottom. I'm just winging it here. We won't even pull in a third of them. Okay, so I was right. Why is it thingy, my thingy though? I'm just freestyling here, to be honest. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. That's not even a third of them. Alright, but we know the answer's less than 12 then, not 11. Yeah, the answer's less than 11. So we're going to try all numbers less than 10 now. It's only worth 10 as well. I was one off, to be fair. Oh, the tricks to fill in. Yeah. That kind of makes sense, but it's not really a puzzle, is it? My, what a sharp fellow you are. Now do an old man a favour and help me search for that coin, eh? No. You was the pawn, weren't you? Yes. Looking into the mysterious disappearances around the village, are you? Now let me give you my take on the situation. Well, is something the matter? Ah, yes, now I remember. If it's rumours you're off to take a tip from a fellow detective and go ask Crouton. He owns the restaurant in town. Okay. We can't go anywhere else. You're looking for the restaurant now. It's not far, just head a little to the west of here. But before you run off again, I've got a tip for you. If you want to experience all that St. Misja has to offer, you can't just run from point A to point B. Take some time and explore the city from corner to corner. You'll be glad you did. Much appreciated. We'll be sure to give that a try. Come on, Lee. We have work to do. West is that way, isn't it? Yeah, I remember. Oh dear. If there's a violent thunder strike. Ah, what the heck was that sound? Grout, I've just had it. Will someone please stop that awful racket? What's the matter, sir? Who are you calling, sir? I'm a young man. Ah, but never mind that. I'm furious. That horrible sound. I can't get a wink of sleep at night. Used to be the tower only made noise every once in a while, but recently it's been roaring non-stop. How am I supposed to sleep? You hear me, you big jerk of a tower? How am I supposed to sleep? Please calm yourself, sir. Do you have any idea what the source of that deafening din is? You know, now that you mention it, I don't have the slightest clue about that. I've heard it's the roaring of a huge monster that lives up the tower, but who knows? So the noise is coming from the tower, is it? Talk to this lassie again. Tee-hee-hee. That guy gets all worked up and he turns red like tomato. He looks so dumb. Okay, you've got nothing else to offer. Okay. I'm gonna go in the restaurant now then. Will you Crouton? He was Crouton. Raymond, he hasn't been around today. Sorry, it looks like you've hit another dead end. Too bad you couldn't find him. He usually skips out of work and comes here to gossip and have coffee. And you know, speaking of gossip, I heard some wee rumours from my customers lately. Recently there's been talk of some strange old man running around St. Misty kidnapping people. A kidnapper? Who is this old man? I heard all this second hand, so you got me there. You need to find a better source of village gossip. You might want to try a look at the cafe. Usually you hear rumours straight from the source there. It's almost sunset now. The cafe should be open for dinner. A mysterious old man kidnapping village folk. Now that's a rumour. We didn't solve it though. We don't know where he is. We just know that he's been kidnapped. Okay, so all of these we didn't do in time, so they've been sent to the puzzle shack. Professor, it's getting dark out. I'm afraid that's my cue to start closing up shop. Come by tomorrow if you get hungry. Okay. Oh, cutscene. Let's take a moment to sum up our findings. We have a strange roaring tower, disappearing villagers, and an odd elderly kidnapper. It's all so bizarre I can't make any sense of it, Professor. I think we finally got some clues in our hands, my boy. Observing the nightlife in this village might tell us more of what we need to know. Great idea, Professor. I will save my progress. Are you still here laughing at that man? I'm sorry, young lady. Could you help us look for someone you see and... Sorry, can't help you. And by can't, I mean don't want to. I barely even talked to him and I'm so not interested in it. You're a bit of a sket, aren't you? Maybe you help me solve this puzzle I might just, remember something. Teehee. And just who do you think you are, young lady? Yeah, tell him, Raymond. Raymond Layton. From high in the sky, a pair of aliens observes humans using a bizarre object. Perplexed, one alien turns to them and says, "How strange, the Earthling is opening a hole in a sheet of paper and marking it with a line to show what the other Earthlings where the hole is. I've never seen anything like it. What could these extraterrestrial visitors be talking about?" Okay. Opening a hole in a sheet of paper, marking it with a line to show the other Earthlings where the hole is. An envelope? No. A map? That's just not what I wanted though. That's just not a T though, is it? Thank you. Most people don't use this object often, but almost everyone has touched this tool in school at one point. A compass? Is it compass? Okay, I was basically right. It was it was just worded weirdly. Tee. I've heard that if you aren't careful walking around St. Misty at night, you can run into trouble. I bet Raymond wasn't being careful. What exactly do you mean? It's a broken jug. Got him. That filthy jar reminds me of this puzzle I once heard. A glass jar holds a single germ. After 1 minute, the germ splits to 2 germs. 1 minute after that, 2 germs split again, forming a total of 4 germs. Continuing at this rate, a single germ can multiply to fill the whole jar in exactly an hour. Knowing this, how many minutes would it take to fill the jar if you'd started with 2 germs? Right. So it's 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. So that's 2 to the power of 2, that's 2 to the power of 3, that's 2 to the power of 4. So it's 2 to the power of 59. Which is... bear with me. 2 to the 59. Ah. 5.764647521E17. Would it not just take a minute less? How many? It would just take a minute less. Like, there's no maths involved. There's no maths involved. Yeah, there's no maths involved whatsoever. Yeah. There's something in the jar. Talk to this guy then. Excuse me, sorry to bother you again. Have you seen Raymond since we spoke last? Yawn. Come Link, let's go. Okay, he's just sleeping on the job. Brilliant. Oh goodness, whatever shall I do? What seems to be the trouble, sir? Let's see here. Strong, young, and you look like you have a good back. Oh, thanks heavens you came along. I beg your pardon? I've searched everywhere and I just can't find the thing. I suppose I must have dropped it when I was out strolling by the park this afternoon. I'll go search for it myself, but it's gotten dark out. It is awfully scary out there. But I'm nothing of the sort. It's just that, well, I'm no spring chicken anymore and my eyes aren't as sharp as they used to be. So how about it, Sonny? Will you help out an old man and go search in front of the park for me? What? But we're in the middle of an investigation right now. Now, Luke, no need to be rude. After all, the park is but a small way it is anyways. And who knows, we might actually find some new information there to aid our case. So I'd helping those in need is the duty of any gentleman. Splendid, I'll wait right here for you to come back. I'm counting on you. One more detail, please, sir. What exactly did you drop? Drop by? Oh my, now, what was it? Oh, that's right, it was my watch, actually, my best rich watch. Bring it back for me, sorry. No, I don't want to. There seems to be a puzzle embedded in the star. I could have sworn there was nothing there a minute ago. Fascinating. This puzzle appears to be acting some sort of lock for the door. How delightful. Link, my boy, why don't you give this puzzle a try? I'm almost certain the door will open if you solve it. I'm speaking so fast. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, there we go. That wasn't bad. That was quite quick. Usually they take a while, like that, the other one. What was it? I can't remember what it was, but like that other one, the first one we did. That takes quite a while, usually. But I did it in 18. Very nice, the door should open up right now. Is this the cafe then? Oh no, it's this lady's house. Okay. There's no way we can show our faces in the manor until we find some sort of clue. We must continue the investigation. I couldn't agree more, Professor. Where's the cafe then? Is this a cafe? Hello there, boys. Turning in for the night already? Not yet, I'm afraid. We're still out surveying the town. By the way, have you seen Raymond around today? Raymond, that skinny man with the big purple lips? No, he hasn't come by today. But you know, for all his fancy clothing, she's quite the layabout. He's probably off idling at the cafe. Why not go check for him there? I see. If that's the case, I'd like to go to the cafe right away. Do you mind keeping the front door open a little bit longer? Well, don't you worry, Professor. Another guest arrived today and I am setting up his room. So as my door is always open for dashing gentlemen such as yourself. Where's Bullman Cafe? I'm confused where I'm going. Yawn. Gerard lost something again. I think he's getting kind of slow. He's always dropping stuff. So what he dropped this time? Let me guess. Was it a wristwatch? Indeed, he did drop a wristwatch. Did you pick it up around here? A up? Well, actually, A up, pet. Well, actually, no, because Beatrice was actually the one to go and find it. The thing is, I was already late when she found it, so she decided to hold on to it until morning. Go to the inn and probably ask her for it. So there you go. Now that I've got your attention, could you give me a hand and solve this puzzle? Dark places give me the willies, but I want to solve this puzzle so bad I came out here for help. The puzzle was always about stars, so maybe you can make sense of it. Of course, I'd be happy to help you with that. Looking up at the star-filled sky here, try to connect the 5 largest objects in this space to form the largest 5-pointed star possible. Connect stars by drawing a line between them. Make sure that your line doesn't pass through another star along the way. Those are the 5 biggest, definitely. That's not a star though, is it? There we go. That's definitely it, right? I don't know why you can connect the tree to it. Oh, the 5 largest objects in space, the Earth is one. Yeah, you see. Right, you need to connect the 4 stars to the Earth in order to form a star like this one shown here. It looks like people are still finding inspiration in the stars. Hey, thanks a bunch, I can finally go home and catch a few wings. Yawn. Well, yeah, now I remember Beatrice from the inn was the one to find Jara's watch. Don't forget to ask her about it. Okay, see you tomorrow, yawn. Come, Luke, let's go. Oh, I sent a bear to Luke. Brilliant. Also, the cafe is behind here, that's why. And we can't get past him until we give him his watch. Not quite. I heard the word that you found a wristwatch out by the entrance to the park. Oh, that old thing, does it belong to you, Professor? Oh no, it's Gerard. He dropped it today while wandering around town and asked me to help him find it. Why am I not surprised? That man sheds more stuff than a cat sitting by the fireplace. Alright then, here's that watch. You know, it figures that belongs to Gerard. I was just thinking to myself, the Professor is far too fashionable to wear this whole thing. Ha ha ha, thank you very much. Oh mate, here's your watch. Oh, so you found my watch, did you? But of course, a gentleman always helps those in distress. Speaking of which, we're still quite worried about Raven's whereabouts and should probably return to our search now. Yep, St. Mysterious is strange like that. Despite its size, it can be quite challenging to find people. Sometimes it feels like running a darn maze. Speaking of mazes, did you ever heard of this one, Sonny? But we really must be. A mysterious bandit is on the lam. Okay, that's a new one. And trying to escape the police who are hot on his trail. His entrance into this part of town is marked with an arrow. This particular bandit follows a peculiar creed and has vowed to never go backwards or turn around. Additionally, whenever he meets an intersection, he will always turn left or right. Now, as you can see from the map, this part of town has multiple exits, which are labelled A through G. Which one is the bandit never able to pass through? You can go through there. And go through there. And go through there. You can go through there. I think it's B, you know. Yeah, and it can go through D as well. Yeah, it's B. There we go. Big brain plays yet again. Those are a sharp one, Sonny. You know, if you're looking for someone, you should try asking them. You think so? As you know, the inn is right by the entrance to the village. Cafe right on the fork of the road, just north of here. We've already searched the inn, but checking the cafe sounds like a good idea, which we should stop by. Well, then I'm off to bed, and no man needs to be at rest. Thanks again for your help. Thinking nothing of it, sir. Cream rug. And go Layton. Have we got all the parts for the gizmo then? Because it stopped giving us. It started giving us the furniture now. We're almost done. We need like 4 pieces. Off we're going to the central part of town. There's another mouse one. Brilliant. Perhaps there's a cat here. Oh, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Animals are very dear to you, are they not, Luke? Well, I have just the puzzle for you then. Five cats can catch 5 mice in 5 minutes. With that in mind, how many cats does it take to catch 100 mice in 100 minutes? 5, is it not? Yeah, 5. It makes you, it makes you think, oh, it's going to be 100 or like 125. No, it's 5. Oh, that's a lot of mice. Wonderful job there, Luke. Found a painting scrap. Good evening to you, sir. It's almost my bedtime, but I've got one puzzle for you. Want to see it? Apparently so. What on earth is this message getting at? The following is written on a piece of paper you picked up. Something is 1,000 times something. To turn this strange message into the proper sentence, all you need to do is fill in the blanks with a single letter of the alphabet. It's gonna be... Right. Sorry, let me just get my chair. It's gonna be Roman numerals. What's the 1,000 in a Roman numerals? I actually don't know. M. So M times 1,000 is MM, which is 1,000, 1,000. That makes sense, right? I'm actually just so smart. 1mm is really equal to... Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. That is exactly what I was going on about. How have I just done a completely wrong formula and got the right answer? How'd you like my puzzle? Pretty fun, right? You did such a good... I'm going to tell you a secret. I heard there's a man-eating monster in town, and that's why everyone's going disappearing. I'm not silly enough to think there's an actual monster inside, but the place is dangerous, so be careful in there, mister. Luke can have the bookcase. Also, why is she just carrying around a bookcase? I'm going to speak to him, then we're going to go in the cafe. Hey, I'm looking for him, and yep, you're definitely looking for him. And so you still haven't found the guy? Listen, the streets here are dangerous at night, crazy dangerous. You can't go running all over town with a kid, because that's dangerous, crazy dangerous. We're either going to have to punish your poor judgment with the puzzle, but you solved it, yeah, of course. Otf. Here you have a set of small paper cards. On each card is a single letter, but one of the cards is missing a letter. What letter belongs on the blank card? I don't know, I care. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's F for 5. I'm actually so smart, it's actually unreal. Well, it looks like you solved it alright. Of course, we all knew about a brainiac will let you solve it. If you're looking for the cafe, it's right there, but we're past that kid's bedtime, you know, way past. Besides, the tower could start making noise any time, yeah. Just me and this one, Professor, get back to the inn, yeah, back to the inn. Oh, I accidentally gave that to Luke. I'm just trying to go in here, boss. Hello, mate. Oh, fancy meeting you here. I've got a doozy of a puzzle right now. It's hard to crack the coconut, and who knows, I might even have something to do with the case you're investigating right now. So what do you say? I help a fellow detective out, will you, brother? That's all very interesting, but I do believe there's been a mistake here. I'm not a detective, you see. So you know more undercover and all that, then, yes? Well, very well, but I know a fellow's lethal when I see one. Us being in the same trade and all, I suppose it couldn't hurt you if I ever let you have a look at this puzzle. A town barbers. A certain town only has 2 barbers in it. There aren't any other towns nearby, so everyone who lives there gets their hair cut by one of these stylists. Looking at these 2 fine gentlemen, which one should you go for a haircut? That's not a puzzle, though. I'm assuming it's A, because you'd want to say B, because he's got good hair. It's going to be like, oh, A, because he takes more pride in other people's hair than himself, or something. Oh, yeah. Oh, you've done it. You've solved that monster of a riddle. Simply astounding. Even I couldn't do it. Oh, it wasn't that difficult. But on the more important subject, have you heard a word from Raymond lately? What's that you say? Good to say you want to solve more puzzles. Alright then, here's a gem of a tip. Go visit Granny Riddle and Track. That's all I can say. My detective instinct tell me that there's another case developing as we speak. I must take my leave now, but perhaps I'll see you again tomorrow. Well, that wasn't at all helpful. I'll talk to this guy then. Oh there, I've never been seen your mug in here before. What'll it be, pal? Oh, I'm not ordering anything. I'm actually just going to inquire about a certain matter. Not here for the special then, huh? Well, what do you want to know? No one has seen or heard from Raymond the servant at Rainhorn Manor since this afternoon. We've looked out about everywhere to no avail. It's like you just vanished from St. Mistier. While talking with Cruton earlier, he mentioned a strange young man who is said to lurk around the village. Do you perchance know anything about such an individual? No man, alright, that old rumour. So you have heard from him, Mivhar. If you have any information, anything at all, please share it with us. You're not from here, are you? Neither I can't have you spreading crazy rumours about St. Mistier to that so well now, can I? Of course, if you're a puzzle lover, then maybe, just maybe, I can find it in me to trust you. Well, I see you solve 30 puzzles, right? Then here's an earful for you. I know a fellow who swears up and down that he saw a strange old geezer skittering about town. An old geezer. The fellow I know is Prosciutto. Prosciutto? He's a wee one, but he's got the appetite of a wolverine. Do you know where you might find this Prosciutto? Can't say for sure, but at this hour he's probably at home snacking or something. His house is on the road that winds up north from here. Why don't you go and pay that walking icebox a visit? Okay, well now we're just entering someone's home for the band. I'm out of breath, fam. It must be a drag to having to keep your investigation all through the night. How about a puzzle to break the edge off? I've just got the puzzle for a night like this. Oh no, the town is in grave peril. As you read this, a fearsome monster is launching an attack on St. Mysteria. Ward off the beast by stabbing it in the eye. And for goodness sakes, hurry. Is it the moon? Also, like, there's like a really big sound effect. It's just stabbing. I think it's the moon. I think they want us to believe it's the moon. There we go. The moon. Well done. It seems the theme was hiding in the night sky. You certainly gave it what for. You should devour that puzzle. Seeing as it's getting late, I should warn you about the kidnapper that's been sneaking around town. Make sure you don't get snatched up walking around St. Mysteria. That would be a great day shame. Ha ha ha. And what about you then, pet? What have you got to say? Mate, aren't the two of you up late playing detective? If you like solving mysteries so much, do me a favour and help me with the puzzle, would you? Fish thief. When you weren't looking, someone came by and gobbled up your fish dinner. The three brothers near the scene of this disasterly crime had this to say. Me? Oh yeah, I ate it. It was so good. I saw A eat that fish right up. B and I didn't eat that fish. One of them is lying. Okay. If A is lying, and he didn't eat the fish, then B is telling the truth, which means he saw A eat the fish, which contradicts himself. So A is telling the truth. If B is lying, which means he didn't see A eat that fish. Which, if A is telling the truth, he did eat the fish. So B has to be telling the truth. And C, if C's lying, then B and him did eat the fish. I'm going to say B's lying because he doesn't have to see A eat the fish in order for A to eat the fish. Like, you might just not seen him. I think that's where this is going to go, unless I've been stupid. Okay, right. Could multiple of them have eaten the fish? We lost 11 pigarets. I'm gonna go C then. Maybe all three ate them. Ate the fish. Okay. Well, you took care of that one in a hurry, didn't you? Yeah, I thought you were just another well-dressed city slicker. You showed me. While I believe one good turn deserves another swank, let me take you a look at your fortune. Well, this isn't good. I see a series of inauspicious events occurring to your stay in St. Mysteria. Watch your step. Luke can have the TV. This bloke again. Oh, I can't sleep because of this stupid puzzle I've been tossing and turning for hours. I'm going to lose it for real this time if I don't figure it out. Grah. Oh, a star the same shape and size as the one shown on the right is hidden somewhere in this picture. Trace its outlines below. This is like a perfect star. It's on the left side of the picture. Okay. Is that it now? That might be it, but that final one that's pointing up rightwards wasn't. Okay, there we go. Not bad. There we go. That was, again, that wasn't a puzzle, that was just finding it. Hey, why do you have to go and tell me the answer? I've been thinking up an answer for days now and you just go and ruin it. Thanks a lot, you jerk. Right, mate. That's where we just came. I didn't even mean to find that. I'm guessing this is the guy's house that was just breaking and entering. Oh. He loves his meat. Look, it's a hidden puzzle. Is it? No, it's just meat. The image below of a tetrahedron that has been disassembled so that each of its four faces lie flat. Which of the triangles should you insert in the place of the question mark so that when the tetrahedron is put together, both the red and blue lines can continue unbroken from one face to the next? It's not D. It's not A. I believe it to be C. If it's not, then it's B. There we go. Let's talk to the guy then. Hey, what do you want? Okay, this is prosciutto. Start drawing so I can get back to dinner. I heard from a fellow at the cafe that you witnessed a strange old man prowling around town. Could I ask you for a more detailed account of what you saw? Okay, chomp om nom nom nom. I think it was something like 4 days ago. I was on my way home from the market when I saw this creepy guy sneaking around. So I took a closer look. I wanted to make sure he didn't clean out the butcher before I get there. Of course, it was some spooky old guy with a huge gobbled snarf sack. Chomp om nom nom. I yelled at him, but the geezer just bolted. I was like, oh man, look at Graham's bust to move. I think that weirdo is the one who's been kidnapping people. If you got to be out at night, watch yourself, you hear? Interesting. Okay, that's it. Okay, it's about Raymond as well. I haven't seen anything, and I've noticed I'm in the middle of important business here. Could you leave me alone? Of course, please excuse the interruption. Can we talk to him again? Hey, what do you want? Start drawing so I can get back to dinner. Okay, there's the same thing. Can we leave now? Yeah, we can. Yawn. Oh gosh, sorry Professor, it's not that the investigation boring me, I'm just a little sleepy. It's gotten late, let's report our findings to everyone at the mansion and wrap up things for the day. Professor, look over. Oh, it's Raymond. Oh my gosh, is that Raymond? There's a lot of grunting going on. Oh. Oh dear. Oh no, we've lost him. He went up the stairs. Luke, you saw that too, didn't you? No doubt about it, that was Raymond. Does that mean the kidnapper killed Raymond too? Oh. Steady there, Luke. I think we'd do well to return to the site of Raymond's abduction. The kidnapper may have left a clue behind, you see. Right, lead on, Professor. We need to sweep the site of Raymond's abduction for clues. You're absolutely right, Professor. Professor, look at this. It's a cog. This appears to be identical to the item removed from the crime scene at Rainhold Manor. Do you think it might help us find who is responsible for both crimes? Perhaps at any rate our first priority is to report our findings to Lady Dahlia. Come on, Luke, back to the manor. We didn't really solve anything, we just found out that he's been kidnapped again. After witnessing Raymond's abduction, the Professor and Luke returned to the manor to report their findings. We have urgent news. Raymond has been abducted. What? Who? How? I must inform the madam at once. Madam, something terrible has happened. So you're saying Raymond has also been involved in some kind of foul play? No, we can't be sure of that yet. However, time is of the essence. We must organise a search to locate him post-haste. Mr. Layton, what's the meaning of all this? Why do you insist on whipping the town up into a frenzy? The situation has changed recently, Inspector. We saw Raymond being abducted in town. I'm afraid you may have a serial killer in your hands. It was rally the people of St. Mysterio and organise a search. Mr. Layton, last time I checked this was my case, not yours. It's too late to start looking for tonight. We'll organise a search first thing in the morning. We've no time to debate whether or not to wake for you sleepy villagers. While we sit here bickering, poor Raymond might already be. Everyone, your attention, please. Honestly, Matthew, can't you see where I'm busy right now? What is it? My sincerest apologies, madam, but it's Raymond. He's returned. Returned, but... Yes, after the Professor honest was with the... I went to the market to do shopping. Why do you ask? Just what is going on here? There you have it, Layton. Now you finally leave the detective work to the detective. But sorry, it happened right before our very eyes, Raymond. Don't you remember any of this? That's it, Luke. But no, he was... I must apologise, Detective Chelmley. It was dark out, and it seems that I was mistaken what I saw. If you'll excuse us, it's been a very long day, and I do believe we could all use a little rest. If I certainly agree, the last thing I need is some drowsy scholars creating panic in the village. Well, good night to you all then. No matter how I try, I just can't seem to find that special someone. Tell me, Professor, what does an eligible bachelor like myself have to do to find a girl? I had an epiphany the other day. I think the reason I'm alone is because I can't solve this puzzle. Well, I've tried to solve it, but not how many minutes I spend pondering it, the answer eludes me. Please help, Professor. I don't want to spend the rest of my life talking to my stuffed animals. You're a weirdo, mate. Make a rectangle. Okay, will do. If you want to cut the piece of the paper shown in diagram 1 into 2 pieces and then reassemble them to form a rectangle, all you have to do is cut the paper as shown in diagram 2. However, in order to assemble the pieces in... In order to assemble the pieces shown in diagram 2, you need to flip one of the pieces over before putting them together. Where should you cut the paper if you want to turn the paper into a rectangle without flipping either of your 2 pieces? There. We can do that, right? No, we can't. It says 2 pieces, but that's 3. Because we could have put that there and that there, but... Okay, we can go like that. We're not just... Yeah, that should do it. I'm not too sure. Okay, it says think about totally different shape. Will do. So for it to be a rectangle, it can either be every shape by 1, as you see in the picture, 3 by 5. Can't be 2 either, because there's, with it being 3 by 5. Sorry, my ear got blocked a bit. If it's 3 by 5, that means there's 15 pieces. So you can't have a 2 long, because then there'd be 1 spare piece. So it has to be 3 by 5 or 5 by 3. That's literally what I've just said. Is it just that? It can't be though, can it? If we could do that. No, that still wouldn't work. No, that would work. What can we do that? Because it's multiple lines. Okay, we can do that. Brilliant. I probably didn't need to spend 3 hint coins on that. Oh joy, I'm positively tingling with excitement. That's where I'm going to end today's episode. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.